We're at Talking Stick, home of the Diamondbacks, National League champions, Zach Gallen. Wow, what was it like last year, dude, to go all the way from being a team that nobody really was looking at in the beginning of the season to going all the way to the World Series?
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. We had probably a roller coaster ride is the best way to kind of describe it. Like we were talking about a little earlier, we were leading the division, and then we struggled in the middle half of the year and kind of just bought ourselves enough time to get into the playoffs, and then we just got hot at the right time. Everything just started clicking, and yeah, we had a blast. I mean, the clubhouse, the culture we built, it's super genuine. So yeah, for us, we just had an unbelievable time just being around each other and fighting and doing everything we could to win baseball games.
Well, this is the Sandlot show, so we always want to find out what Zach Gallen was doing as a kid to set himself apart from the other kids. Where did you develop the passion? Maybe some games you played that set yourself apart. Just give us an idea of your childhood Sandlot.
Yeah, I was very fortunate. We grew up in a 2-bedroom condo right across the street from our Little League. So, you walk down the steps out your front door and you got 3 baseball fields out there with a batting cage and whatnot. And my dad, coached my brother, who's almost 9 years older than me, and then in between that, he had no kids playing. So he was the coach of the Little League Yankees in Somerville, New Jersey. So I was always out on the field. Wanted to do everything that Big Brother did, everything that his friends did. So yeah, I think that kind of just prompted my progression, I guess. Is like, all right, hey, if you want to play with the Big Brother and all of his friends, you got to step your game up a little bit. So yeah, that's kind of where I was at. And then as I got older, travel ball started to become a huge thing. I mean, I was probably, by the time I was 12, we were playing 80, 90 games in a spring to summer. But yeah, just always loved it. Loved being around my buddies, traveling around, the East Coast in the summertime and playing baseball and whatnot. So yeah, it's always been a love for the game since I was 2, 3 years old.
Having a brother 9 years older and trying to hang with that group, that must have been tough.
Yeah, it's tough, and they can talk some crap for sure. So if you want to kind of prevent that from happening, you better pull double the weight. It's not good to just be good enough. So yeah, that prompted me to be like, all right, I'm going to be really good, so that way I can hang and I don't have to hear them talking crap to me.
Now, growing up in New Jersey, that's a cold weather state. What do we do in the wintertime to keep active and keep pushing towards becoming a major leaguer?
Yeah, I played basketball. That was my thing in the wintertime. Almost, how you see kids play year-round and throw year-round. It was basketball was almost this kind of, it was a break from my arm and not, overuse and whatnot. Like you said, you're only getting outside for, 6 to 9 months, really. So my parents were diligent about one sport at a time. So I played basketball, learned other athletic movements, whatever, just, all that stuff that comes with playing another sport. So yeah, for me, it was basketball all the way until I played through my freshman year of high school. And then I'm like, okay, I think baseball is going to be a path for me. I don't see a future in the NBA. So let's lean into this baseball thing a little bit more. But yeah, just try to play other sports and, become as athletic as possible.
So that part of the country, was it Mets, was it Yankees, was it Phillies? Who did we follow?
Oh, I was a Cardinals fan. I loved Mark McGwire when I was a kid. First time I remember really paying attention to ESPN and baseball and stuff like that was the '98. He's hitting a homer. I was like, I want to be like that guy. So yeah, it was McGwire. And then I loved Jeter. So I wasn't really a huge Yankees fan, but I loved Derek Jeter. Yeah, and just it was those two, that team and those two guys.
He was part of the National League Championship Arizona Diamondbacks in 2023. Zach Gallen, I want to thank you so much for being a guest on the Sandlot and watching this Diamondbacks clubhouse and seeing how you guys go about your business. I can see this being a team that's going to be really good for a long way.
Yeah, I appreciate having it. Yeah, we're trying to set a standard here. We don't want this to be a one-time wonder, one-hit wonder. So yeah, we're trying hard to build that culture and make sure this is the standard here, and it's a place that guys want to play. And yeah, and the city's got a team to be proud of.
Zach Gallen, thanks so much for being a guest on the Sandlot.
Yep, thanks for having me.